You remember Cabbage Patch Kids, soft dolls with adoption certificates, each one unique, each one special, beloved by children in 1980s. Innocent, toy, sweet, childhood memory, happy times. Right? What you don't remember is violence, is riots, is parents trampling each other in stores, fighting over dolls, sending people to hospital. Police called to toy stores across America. Mass hysteria, mass violence, mass insanity, all for doll. This wasn't accident. This wasn't spontaneous. This was manufactured. Scarcity, marketing campaign. This was Coleco Toy Company creating artificial shortage, creating panic, creating demand by making supply scarce on purpose. This was corporate manipulation. This was consumer psychology. This was turning parents into violent mob for profit. Are you ready to learn about Cabbage Patch Kids riots? About violence in stores? About how marketing drives people insane? About dark side of consumerism? Because once you know, you'll never look at toy craze same way again. The story starts 1978. Xavier Roberts, artist in Georgia, created hand-sewn dolls called Little People. Sold them at craft fairs, at art shows. Each doll was unique, handmade, one of a kind. Came with adoption certificate, not birth certificate. Adoption. This was clever psychological trick, made child feel like saving doll, like giving home to baby who needed love, created emotional bond, created responsibility, created attachment beyond normal toy ownership. Roberts dolls became popular locally in Georgia. People traveled to buy them. Waiting lists formed. Demand exceeded supply. Roberts couldn't make enough by hand. In 1982, Coleco Toy Company saw opportunity, licensed Roberts' concept. Mass-produced dolls in factories in China, changed name to Cabbage Patch. Kids, adoption, certificate, kept, unique, appearance. Each doll, different. Face, different. Hair, different. Clothes, this. Made. Each doll. Feel. Special. Feel. Individual. Feel. Worth. Collecting. Coleco. Launched. Dolls. Summer 1983. Initial sales were good, but not spectacular. Then something happened, or rather, Coleco made something happen. As Christmas approached, Coleco restricted supply, sent fewer dolls to stores than demand warranted, created artificial scarcity. This wasn't production problem. This wasn't unexpected demand. This was deliberate strategy, documented in marketing plans, admitted by executives. Later, the scarcity created panic. News reports started, dolls are selling out. Hard to find. Limited supply. Parents watching news got worried their child wants Cabbage Patch Kid for Christmas. What if can't find one? Child will be disappointed. Child will cry. Child will think Santa doesn't love them. This. Fear. This. Panic. This. Desperation. drove parents to stores in massive numbers. The first major riot happened December 1983, Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. Hill's department store received shipment of dolls. 5,000 people showed up. Store capacity was 155,000 people trying to get indoors. Opened stampede, people crushed. Against doors, against walls, against each other, trampling, pushing, shoving, screaming. Manager climbed on forklift with baseball bat to protect dolls from mob. Police called riot control. People hospitalized with injuries, broken bones, bruises, cuts. All for doll that cost $25. This wasn't isolated incident. Charleston, West Virginia, December 1983. Toy store announced shipment arriving. Crowd gathered outside before store opened. When doors opened, rush inside. Woman fell, was trampled by crowd. Taken to hospital. Store ran out of dolls. In minutes. Remaining people. Angry, violent, screaming. At staff. Kansas City, Missouri, December 1983. 2,000 people waited outside store for shipment of 120 dolls. Fights broke out in line. Police called multiple times. One woman broke another's leg, competing for doll. Grand Rapids, Michigan, 1983. Security guards dressed as Santa Clauses threw dolls into crowd, like throwing meat to starving animals. People fought viciously, punching, kicking, wrestling for dolls. This happened across America, in hundreds of stores, in dozens of cities, every day, leading up to Christmas 1983. News covered it extensively, which made it worse. More news coverage, more panic. More people thinking, must get doll before too late. More violence. Parents interviewed on TV said insane thing. I'll do whatever it takes. My child needs this. I don't care what it costs. I'll fight anyone for this. These were ordinary people, suburban parents, middle-class families, not criminals, not violent people. But consumerism, panic, scarcity turned them into mob. The psychological mechanisms at play were multiple. First, scarcity principle. When something is scarce, it feels more valuable, more desirable, more necessary. Brain thinks, if everyone wants it and can't get it, I must have it. Second, social proof. Seeing others desperate for doll makes you think it must be important, must be worth having, must get one. Third, fear of missing out. FOMO. What if this is last chance? What if child only wants this? What if I fail as a parent? Fourth, competition mentality. When resources are limited, survival instincts activate. Must beat others. Must win. Must get scarce resource. Fifth, mob mentality. Individual rationality disappears in crowd. People do things in group they'd never do alone. Coleco understood. All this used. All this deliberately created. Scarcity to trigger these responses. Knew it would create violence. didn't care because it sold dolls, and it did sell. 3 million dolls in 1983. Alone at $25 each. $75 million revenue first year, but demand was higher, much higher. Coleco could have made more, could have supplied more, chose not to, kept supply limited, kept panic going, kept violence happening. For marketing purposes, black market emerged. People buying dolls at retail, selling for hundreds of dollars. Some dolls sold for $1,000 or more. $25 doll selling for $1,000 because of manufactured scarcity. Newspapers ran stories about desperate parents, about violence, about hospitals, about police, about insanity, but also ran stories about where to find dolls, about tips for getting one, about black market prices. This normalized madness made it seem acceptable, made parents think this is what good parents do. Fight for toys, spend outrageous money, do whatever takes the adoption certificate, played crucial role. Made parents feel like they were rescuing child, like this wasn't toy, this was baby who needed home. The certificate had doll's name, birth date, adoption date, parent's name. Official stamp, this made it feel real, made commitment feel serious, made parents emotionally invested before even buying. Classic psychological manipulation, creating emotional bond before purchase, making rational calculation impossible, making must-have this feeling overwhelming. Coleco made billions over next few years. Cabbage Patch Kids became biggest toy phenomenon of decade. Spawned cartoons, movies, merchandise, lunchboxes, clothing, video games, everything. But company eventually collapsed. 1988. Overexpanded, mismanaged, finances, declared bankruptcy. Ironic, really. Manufactured scarcity for others. Couldn't manage own resources, the violence, the riots, the madness. What does this say about society, about consumerism, about parenting, about us? First, we are easily manipulated. Coleco pushed buttons. We responded predictably, violently, irrationally. We think we're in control. We're not. Marketing controls us. Second, we confuse love with consumption. Parents thought buying doll proved love for child. Fighting for toy made them good. Parents, this is toxic. This is wrong. This is what consumer culture teaches. Third, we lose humanity in scarcity when resources limited, real or manufactured. We become animals. We trample. We fight. We hurt each other for things that don't matter. Fourth, media amplifies everything. News coverage made panic worse, made more people participate, made violence seem normal. Media is complicit in consumer madness. Fifth, companies don't care about harm. Coleco knew violence would happen, didn't stop it, didn't increase supply, didn't discourage riots. Profit mattered more than safety. This pattern repeats, tickle me, Elmo. 1996, same riots, same violence, PlayStation 2, 2000. Same madness. iPhones, every launch, same lines, same camping, same competition. Black Friday every year. Trampling deaths, shootings, stabbings, all for discounts. We haven't learned. We keep doing this. We keep letting companies manipulate us. Companies keep using manufactured scarcity, keep creating panic, keep profiting from violence, and we keep participating, keep fighting, keep hurting each other for things we don't need. What can we do? First, recognize manipulation. When you feel panic about limited supply, ask, why is scarcity real or manufactured? Am I being manipulated? Second, resist FOMO. Your child will be fine without specific toy. Your love isn't measured by purchases. You're a good parent without latest craze. Third, refuse to participate in violence. No toy is worth hurting someone. No discount is worth trampling people. Stay human. Stay compassionate. Fourth, teach children better values. Teach them things aren't love. Teach them experiences matter more than possessions. Teach them to resist marketing. Fifth, demand corporate accountability. Companies that manufacture scarcity should face consequences, should be held responsible for violence they create, should be regulated. Cabbage Patch Kids themselves were harmless, were actually nice. Dolls brought joy to children. The problem wasn't dolls. Problem was marketing was manufactured. Scarcity was corporate manipulation, was consumer culture. That turns people into mobs was society. That measures love by purchases. The horrifying truth about Cabbage Patch Kids isn't about dolls, is about us. About what we become when manipulated. About how easily we lose humanity. About how companies exploit this. About how we keep letting them. This is Mirror showing ugly truth about consumer society. About parenting culture. About corporate power. About our weaknesses. And until we look in mirror, until we acknowledge truth, until we change behavior, it will keep happening. Every holiday season, every product launch, every Black Friday, the riots, the violence, the madness will continue because we let it, because it works, because we haven't learned. This is horrifying truth, not about toy, but about ourselves.